Hey guys, so I was debating if I wanted to do this video because I'm not as glammed as I usually am, and uh, the lighting is not great. I'm actually filming on my MacBook, but I was like, why not? Let me just do this video because I feel like there's really nothing much to do since we're all quarantined in the house with the whole coronavirus situation. So I'm just gonna start off with this video.
You guys, I am so annoying. That video was like a few days ago and I never continued it, but I'm about to, so stay tuned. The whole point of this video is actually how to get over a breakup. Now, I'm not a psychologist. I don't know everything, but these steps have helped me with breakups that I've had in the past and the healing process. So I will guide you guys with each step on what to do. And at the end of the day, it is not anyone else's decision but yours. Only yours to get over that breakup. So let's just get started to this video and stop the rambling. Okay, so the first step is to accept that it's over. Now, this is something I personally used to struggle with a lot. My whole mindset, and I can only speak upon myself, I'm pretty sure some people feel the same way, was I always had in the back of my head, oh, it was just a stupid argument. We're gonna get back together. It's nothing. Or, oh, I'll call him tomorrow. No big deal. When you have that mindset, it is even more harder for you to accept that it's over. Accepting that it's over would help you start your healing process, and that should be your number one thought process, because a lot of people believe, and I can definitely vouch for this, that you are going to end up back with that person. And I struggled with that when it was finally over, realizing that we're definitely not getting back together. It was really hard for me, and that's when I lost it. So accepting that it's over is the first step that you should take when it comes to dealing with the breakup. The second step is so important, which is to cut off all contacts with that person. It could be temporary, it could be permanent, but cutting off all contact with that person would definitely help. Because sometimes, especially if it was a toxic relationship, because a lot of times toxic people, what they like to do is when, for example, if you were the one hitting them up a lot after the breakup was over and they claim they don't want to speak to you, once you stop getting in contact with them, all of a sudden they want to speak to you, which is very toxic. So cutting off that person and not getting in contact with them is the best way for mainly yourself, not even for them. Because if you continue to speak to the person that you are no longer with, then you'll never get over them. Like I said, this could be temporary until you learn to get over them and you don't see yourself getting back with them. Or this could be permanent if you don't ever see a friendship. I personally don't recommend, and this is just my personal opinion, to ever be friends with an ex, because I believe one person, if it's not both, always still has feelings for one another. I don't see how people could be friends with an ex. I feel like, honestly, if you or that person end up dating someone else, it is disrespectful because there is history. But I just don't recommend it because I don't think it'll work out in the long run. If you feel like you are struggling to cut contact with that person, the best step is to delete their number. And if you feel like you know the number by heart, because I was definitely that person, block that person. Now, I know usually, especially for the iPhone, I don't know how the Android works, when you block that person, you still see their phone number. So the best thing to do is put a certain contact name for them and block them. It could be don't hit them up, don't speak to them, be strong. What I used to do, for example, I would put a contact name saying do not hit them up. And then in the contact for their notes, I would put all the negative things that they've done to me. And that would help me so much, to the point where I didn't even want to speak to them, to the point where I was doing better within myself. So definitely cutting contact, blocking them, deleting their number is for sure the second step to try and get over that person. I also forgot to mention that you don't have to just block that person on your phone. It could be social media as well. Don't try to follow that person on social media because that'll just make them more accessible for you to stalk their page and for them to stalk your page. The third step is to keep yourself busy. I was told this so many times when I spoke to my friends. Keeping yourself busy helps so much, you guys, because of course you're going to think about that person and how much you miss them. But when you keep yourself busy, it really does help for you not to think about them as much as you usually would. You could do something that you love. You could do something that you want to learn, try a new hobby. That really does help. And definitely try to speak to your friends about it. Unfortunately, not a lot of people have friends and family that they could talk about with this situation, but it really does help a lot. And keeping yourself busy helps a lot. Venting helps a lot. And if you don't have a friend or a family member to talk to, because like I said, a lot of people, they don't have that, definitely have a journal. Like keeping a journal, writing down and jotting down all your thoughts would definitely help you out to release that stress, get everything out, everything how you feel. And that goes back to my last step, how I was saying, putting everything down in the person's contact notes about what they've done to you can definitely help. Because when you look at those notes, it makes you think, oh, do I really want to get back with this person? Or maybe it's something that you did to them that led to the breakup, where you could write down and be like, you don't want to hurt that person again. But keeping yourself busy, talking to friends and family, writing stuff down is definitely within this step that can help you. The next step is to work on yourself. A lot of times people struggle to just move on, to start talking to people, or to move on to get into a relationship and start dating right away. A lot of people like to do it within a week after a breakup, a month, or even a couple days. That does not help you get over the person. I'm going to say it again. That does not help you get over the person, because at the end of the day, you are hurting yourself. A lot of times, the whole reason for a lot of toxic relationships is because that person is still hurting from stuff that they've been through in the past. It's like a bully in school. They usually bully others because they are hurting within themselves, so they want others to hurt. A lot of times, toxic people are hurt from their past, so they want that person to hurt as well. So in order for you to get over stuff, and if you don't want to hurt someone who doesn't deserve being hurt because of what you've been through, take the time to work on yourself. It's very important. It's a great way to help get over certain situations. And yeah, working on yourself really does help so you don't hurt the next person that you're with at the end of the day. So my last step is to know that it is going to take time. Breakups are not something easy to accept, especially when you were head over heels for that person. I have been in love more than once. I can relate. I will be doing story times if you guys want, because I have story times for days. Crazy story times, like crazy, insane story times. But getting over a breakup doesn't happen overnight. It takes a lot of time, like a lot. So a lot of people expect when a relationship ends, they're going to get over it right away. Sometimes it takes people years to get over it. Years. But at the end of the day, don't rush yourself to try and get over that person. Take as much time as you need, because the more that you rush yourself, the worse it'll probably get. Take as much time as you can and know that it'll be okay. Like, there's nothing wrong with taking as much time as you want, and sometimes writing down how you feel in journals may not help. So I have 2 suggestions for you guys that'll really help, along with my 5th step, which is right now. So one suggestion I do suggest is seeking a therapist. A lot of people think, oh, if I go to therapy, I'm crazy. Oh, I'm not normal, this and that. No, going to therapy, there's nothing wrong with that. Sometimes people have a lot of people they could talk to about their problems, but they rather go to therapy because they don't want to annoy that person in their life. I personally feel like therapy is a very good thing. I'm not gonna lie, I used to be definitely against going to therapy, and I think it is a great help. I have friends that go to therapy themselves just to deal with their life struggle, career struggle, whatever the case may be. I see nothing wrong with it. Therapy is definitely one way to go. My second suggestion is to call this amazing hotline that I've used so many times during my breakups and even in my relationships when I had problems to get other people's opinions, is Lovers Respect. I will have the phone number right here on this screen. The hotline is available 24/7. This is not a sponsored video, I swear. But the hotline is available 24/7. The only thing is sometimes you have to wait because they have other people, of course, that they're helping out. If you don't feel like waiting, you could also go on their website, Lovers Respect, and chat with someone. But I personally recommend speaking to someone on the phone. That's all I've ever done. Because it really does help. Like, they listen to you, they give really good advice. Every single person that I've spoken to has helped so much. They're really worth the phone call because I personally love calling them instead of speaking to a friend or family member, only because I love to get someone's opinion that doesn't know me personally. I like to say what I've done wrong, along with mentioning what that person has done to me, and they would give me advice. They would tell me, oh, this is what you should do, this is what you shouldn't do, but they wouldn't give too much of their opinion because I don't feel like they're allowed to do that, but they give great advice. Along with this phone number, Lovers Respect, and the website is amazing. They have articles on basically what to expect from a relationship, whether it is healthy or not, so I definitely do recommend it. It is definitely worth it. It's definitely worth the phone call. It's definitely worth the read. I love it so much. Guys, I forgot to mention that Lovers Respect is free of charge, so you wouldn't have to pay anything when you call them or when you speak to them online. Just change locations, not really still in the kitchen, but whatever. Anyway, I love it so much. I definitely think it's definitely worth it, and it has helped me honestly a lot. Like, I call them 3 in the morning, 4 in the morning, like I said, when I have problems. If I feel like I can't speak to anyone, or when I know my friends are asleep, I definitely call them. I definitely recommend it. They are there to listen, they are there to help, and they also give you great resources along with that. Okay guys, so that is my video on how to try to get over a breakup, and I'm just going to close this video by saying I have been there, you guys. A lot of people have been there. Breakups are not easy, whether it was a physical, emotional, or verbal abusive relationship or just didn't work out. It's not easy. I definitely can relate. Like I said, I have story times for days, so if you guys want to see it, I got you, because I have a lot of stories that is very relatable, I feel like, to a lot of viewers. But I hope that these steps helped you. I feel like these steps have helped me heal and get over my past breakups a lot. So hopefully it'll help you as well. If you haven't done so, please hit that subscribe button, press that like button, comment down below in the comment section. I still don't have a freaking subscriber, so please be that first subscriber. Please. And thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it if you made it through the end. Sorry about this whole look right here. I got you. I'm gonna look better. I don't even know what I'm saying. It is 12:52 in the morning, so we're just gonna end this video right here. What was this? Y'all, I'm annoying. But thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.